Hey guys, from Image Anime in New York City, Deluxe Shurikenjin! I'm really loving the Ninninger stuff so far. You could really do a lot of fun stuff with this. I'll show you how some of these things work. These do come off, so I don't know what that's going to mean for future transformations. This thing actually looks like a roleplay weapon a little bit, right? Like you could jab somebody with it. Both of them, either side, come off. To create the Megazord, these come down, feet go up. Cute little white dog. I always love when you can open the mouths on the Zords. You can on the dog. Head goes up. The legs fold all the way forward like that, but for this you want to fold them back. He just plugs in like that. I love that Red Ranger can just ride like that. He totally fits. I think it was specifically designed that way. It's not just an accident. This separates, and now this is an arm. This folds down. Pull these things down, and then it just slides. And there's a release button back here to take it off. When you push the wheel in, it will pull out the fist. And then the top wheel just folds down, and now you have an arm. Twist the wrist. Got our dragon. Take the wings off. Take off the tail. And now he becomes an arm, just like that. Both arms are movable. His mouth doesn't open, unfortunately. Then the wings snap together, and then they go in here. It's kind of like a shield, or a kite, whichever you want to call it. Red Ranger's arms are movable, and they're very bendable. Like this is very soft, bendy plastic. For this transformation, you want him to sit, like that. And then you can see they're little pluggy things, and he does snap into here. And then these actually twist around. I think that's so cool. You could actually have him hold the controls. So now he's holding on to them. Then we take this, head folds down. Oh, and give him his sword. Bop, bop, bop. And then he has another mode. Oh, by the way, he's posable. Look at that. He could kick you like that. If you actually wanted to bend his knees and have him stand like that, you could. Like, you can give him some different poses. And then there's a release for both of the feet, so you can have his ankle come down. It works. He could do a split. It kind of reminds me of like the Mighty Morphin tank mode, right? Alright, back to official transformations. He could lean forward. Switch Red Ranger for Blue Ranger. So now the dragon is going to go in here. Ooh, take his head off. Now the dragon is going to snap in here. Take the sword, which now becomes the tail. These clip on to either side for the wings. Then the Red Ranger now becomes an arm. Isn't that cool? I think it is. Oh, twist his head around. So, yeah, there we go. And then his arms go up like that. Now we take the blue blade, and that goes on here. And then this face folds up. So now this is like a dragon mouth. And this mouth does move. It's kind of like the Dragonzord head, right? Like you can see the... Hey, you can see the face. And then that sits on top of here. These 3 blades were included in the box. It's the first initial factory shipment. Guys, I don't know how many boxes they're going to be in. I have no way of knowing. So the sooner you get yours, the more likely you are to have this. I don't know when that ends. I can't read this, but I believe it's boxes that look like this that actually say you're getting all of these. So just like on the show, each ranger can have one of these. This is the one that comes with the Megazord. This is the one that came with the frog gun. You can see that they are a little bit different. They're similar, same shape, but, well, of course, this has a dragon mouth on it. All right, these may be fairly identical, so... Uh-oh, now I forget which one's which. When I demonstrated the sword in the last video, I didn't have this yet because the Megazord hadn't come, so... we'll do that now. And you do it with this one. It's kind of competing with each other. So you want this one for the Zord call, which is the yellow button. Your 5-inch figures are totally compatible, as are Figuarts. There are any number of things you could stick in here, and it totally works. Isn't that fantastic? Alright, let's look at some other weird combinations you can make with this. So you can have a lot of fun with this. There's all sorts of ridiculous things and official things. I can see that there's going to be a lot more stuff for this. There are clips here and here, both sides of the legs here and here. There's a big peg sticking out of his back that currently is not used. And there are also other pegs that already have a purpose, but they could probably also have multiple purposes. So we'll see what comes out later. These don't have sound when you put the helmet on. Doesn't matter what color. So this Megazord has a very good collection of hats. Love these. I've already seen people complaining about Red Ranger's Zord, but it looks like we're going to get a fancier version at some point. One that actually has legs that separate. But I really think these are great. This is a great Megazord. I think it's a lot of fun. He can still sit down. His arms can still move. This is a fairly unique Megazord. We usually don't have two Zords that can switch places with each other to form different modes. His wrist twists around on this hand, so the sword could be like that. You have a pretty good range for the legs. You could almost do the Turbo Megazord's victorious pose, right? After the Turbo Megazord spin out, right? Something like that. Oh, and he actually stands like that. Huh. I didn't know he did that. Very cool. I love this. I really do. You can sit down. It's fantastic. Standard version comes with all 5 Zords. It comes with a Shuriken and 2 blades. And if you act sooner than later, you'll probably get these 3 as well. But this probably won't be too much longer. Oh, speaking of Shuriken. So there's all 5 Zords. There's 6. 7, right? So does this have at least 8 sounds in here? Some of the music and sounds from these things is actually really catchy. I definitely recommend this. I think this is a lot of fun. I think it looks fantastic. I think we're going to get a lot of fun additional add-ons for this as the year goes on. Sword is great. Gun is great. Love the Megazord and all the stuff that it comes with. It's going to have... Love that. This all comes together. These sold separately. Sword, buckle, frog. Get your Megazords while they're hot. Alright, maybe I'll end here. Don't forget to check out our vlog channel. Link in the description. Some of the questions that you guys are going to ask me in the comments, I've already linked to in the description. So make sure you're checking out the description right below this video. Once again, thanks to Image Anime. They kind of saved the day. He was sold out everywhere else when I was trying to get him. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'll be back soon with more good videos, and good night.